I'd like to introduce Jerry Rich. And Mr. Rich, we'd like to talk about just the overall planning of this event and what it means to be the host of the NCAA championships.
Oh, that's a very, it may take me 2 hours to explain that one. But to be the host, I made my first call to the NCAA 16 years ago. And the only reason I made that call is because I had the commissioner of the Big Ten here playing golf. And he said, Jerry, why don't you go after a national championship? And I thought, sure, why not? I'll write him a letter, and hopefully in a year or two I'll get a national championship. And I tell you, I cannot be more ecstatic. We've worked this tournament for 3 straight years, ever since we were given the nod that we were going to be one of the hosts. And there isn't a greater city in the world than the city of Chicago.
Speaking on behalf of the university, echo all of Mr. Rich's sentiments. Tremendous amount of pride, tremendously grateful to have this opportunity to host the national championship, the first ever NCAA championship in any sport that NIU is going to be able to host. So, truly excited and looking forward to having, some of the best amateur golfers in the world, some of the top collegiate teams come to Rich Harvest Farms, and just truly looking forward to it.
It's a long week. It's a lot of golf. You have 4 days of stroke play, and you have the 2 days of quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of match play. But I'm going to look at Emily, and I don't think anyone would want to give it up if they don't get a chance to get to the finals. So it's a really special moment. It's a lot of work, but my best day is going to the range, having been a player, and just watching what great swings those young ladies have. And it's always amazing when people watch them, because I think women's golf has been one of the best well-kept secrets, because no one realizes how good they are. And when people come out, they are really good, and they'll be just as exciting to watch play as our male counterparts. So hopefully we'll have great crowds for both weeks.
We start at 6:45 with our tee times in the morning on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and our last player won't get off the golf course until probably 8 o'clock at night if we have good weather. So it's a very, those 3 days are very, very long, leading into our cut day on Monday. We hope we get great weather. We start to get a little bit of weather. It makes things a little bit more challenging for us. But the staff here at Northern Illinois and Rich Harvest Farms have been great for us to work with over the past year. We're very excited about the next really 6 weeks, but certainly those last 2 weeks in May to get this championship going and really crown 2 champions there in back-to-back weeks on that Wednesday here.
I think it's amazing exposure to what NIU has to offer in general. Rich Harvest Farms is an amazing facility, and being able to practice here 365 days out of the year is such an amazing experience. And this course is so challenging, and one of the most beautiful courses I think you'll ever witness.
In high school, like for me, it was a big deal, but I don't think I really appreciated how big of a deal it is to host the national championship until I actually got here, and to spend time at this facility and play and practice at this course. And then after watching everything going on at Eugene last year, like that's what's going to be here, and to be the host of that, that's so special. And I can't even explain how amazing it is for our program to be associated with something as big as the national championships.
Walk us through. The golf course favors what kind of player?
Short game. It doesn't really help the big hitters or make it an advantage for big hitters. You really have to be able to place your shots and make a game plan and stick to that game plan. It's easy to get away from the game plan because things might not be working out the way you want them to. But if you stick with it, sometimes your shots might not, even if you hit it perfect, sometimes they might not end up, necessarily where you want them to be, but it's making sure to stick to that game plan.
When they come here, they're just staying patient is going to be the most important thing, because you can play, and like she also said, just the positioning off the tee is by far the most important, because you have to be able to place your ball in the correct spots, because if you get in the wrong side of some of these greens and some of these pins, you're in big trouble. And I think that's really the